Welcome back, my dear friends of the universe. Today we are going to take a look at Alekhines Gun, a new game from Maximum Games. This is an interesting one, especially if you are a fan of the old school Hitman games. That's where I sort of want to put this game in the same sort of bag as. And very much old school indeed, because the graphics and the sound design are something to be, I don't know. It's a little bit lacking, but I do think there's some interesting gameplay elements in this game. So if you want, then stick with me and we can check out what this game actually is. I have played a little bit of the first mission just to get the feel of the game, and it intrigues me. So I hope it intrigues you as well. Let's get the show on the road.
President Kennedy was shot today. An hour later, my family was murdered. I have nothing left, no future to live for. Those who shook my hands and swore on the Constitution to defend our country betrayed us all. 23 years in the CIA, and this is where I end up. What kind of man fails to protect his wife and son? I'm so sorry, Sean. And you, Barbara? There's no sense in asking for forgiveness. There's no sense in imagining what I could have done differently.
Not so long ago I was asked about how this story began. And I remembered not the Caribbean crisis, not the hydrogen bomb, not even the conference in Yalta that divided the world in two. Everything started much earlier for me. In 1943, I received a mission from HQ. I had to infiltrate the Berganes fortress in Norway. I first met Vincent Rambaldi there, in Bergen. That was where everything started.
Alright, so we have our first missions for this first mission, or our first objectives for this first mission. We're gonna sneak into the castle, we're gonna eliminate Martin Fischner, and we're going to destroy the magnetic tape, and we're going to eliminate Dr. Hans Heinrich. Yes. Alright. So let's get this on. And here in the beginning we can sort of choose what guns we want to have on this little journey. And from what I know, we can pick every one of these. And we can have it all along. So we have 2 guns. We have a MP40. We have a garrote and some chloroform. This should be helpful. No, I don't want a tutorial because I have already checked that one out and I can explain to you guys in the meantime. So, this is very much Hitman-esque. You can actually steal clothes from people and you have these objectives that you can complete in different ways, like by poisoning somebody's food and by sneaking up and maybe stabbing them with a knife, and yeah, a lot of different things. And the first thing I'm gonna start off with is to do it a bit like how I did it last time. That guy seems pretty oblivious. Hopefully. So does this guy. That's why I'm gonna use my knife and I'm gonna stab him in the chest and then in his neck. And I'm gonna take his clothes. So for those who have played... Oh shit, somebody saw me. Did you see the body? Okay, they saw the body.
Lebst du noch?
This is the guy who's missing his claws. He's lying next to me. I'm the only one standing next to him. And they ran past me. I don't know what I feel about that. Alright, well. Maybe they're gonna go on some sort of high alert now. Or maybe they just... Feels like... Oh. I think we have to stay wary with the guy that saw us before. But these new guys don't. So as you can see with the graphics, it looks a little bit dated. And also the sound design, I feel like the recordings aren't of the highest quality, but the voice acting is, I don't know, it's acceptable. And I think there is a potential good story here. So if this is a game that you generally would like, I think there's something to be recommended here. Let's see what we have in the basement. We actually don't have an objective in the basement for some reason, but I know for a fact that we need to go down here. Maybe not as a first objective, but I'm gonna do it either way, so.
Are you the American? The one everyone keeps talking about?
You're the Russian. The one no one talks about. I'm kidding. I was told the Russians were interested in Heinrich. Look, maybe we can work something out.
Looks like you're the only one who needs help here.
To hell with this. I have something you'll want. You just let me out of here.
Be more specific.
Documents. Heinrich was working on the serum. It's all in the folder. Formulas, reports of the tests they were working on.
Hurry up.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any cigarettes on you, would you?
Ask the Germans. You know how much they love tobacco.
So, and now we need to leave the castle with him, but I don't think we can actually do that before we complete all the other objectives. That's why I said it was a little bit weird to do this at first, but hey. So we're gonna try to do the other things. Assassinate Dr. Heinrich. You have to pronunciate the German names as weird as you possibly can. I don't know. So let's see. Not Steam overlay, that was weird. We can potentially run a little bit. I do want to get myself an outfit other than the one I have right now. Let's see here. We can go for object number 2 or 1, I guess. I'm gonna try to go for object number 2, which should be eliminating Dr. Hans Heinrich. That pronunciation though. And Dr. Hans should be up in here. I do feel for this game because I think Hitman 2 was a game that I enjoyed immensely. The other Hitman games was alright, but I do sort of miss the old school feel, and actually taking the graphics and everything back to a little bit more of an old school feel. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It sort of depends on what you're aiming for. Okay, there's a lot of guards here. Is that Dr. Heinrich? No. There's some or other officer. I think we can actually follow this guy. He just stands there, alright. I was hoping that he would go somewhere and we could steal his clothes. I guess we could try to go inside. It could potentially be a failure. I'm gonna try.
Ihre Papiere.
I don't have any papiere. I'm sorry. Okay, so. Alright, we can't go in that way. We need to find a alternative route. Somehow. How the hell do you get an alternative route into a tower if you can't go in by the main entrance? We do have some windows here. I'm not entirely sure that would help us. Can we climb something? I would like to climb something. I wonder if we can get in here. Maybe we can snipe him. Nope, can't get in here. Alright. There's a window back here which we can into. Alright, let's see. Maybe there's something we can use on the inside. So this mechanic is actually pretty nice. The lockpicking mechanic. I'm so used to Bethesda's lockpicking mechanics, so it's nice to actually see something else. Let's see here, can we... I would like to get some sort of other outfit. But we are... inside now. Which, I don't know, might work. It could be interesting to see a potential failure as well. Okay, we're getting in. Oh, they're suspicious, but not too suspicious. Alright, that actually worked. I didn't think it would. Now we go to the top. There's a guy sitting there. Okay. These guys are, maybe we need to find another way. Or at least something other than we... Oh, it's a clock. Okay, we got a prisoner. A couple of prisoners. Can we release these guys? Create some mayhem. Maybe we can't. That would be interesting though. Alright. So this guy... we could potentially take him out, I guess. Let's see here, I need to... Is he going after me? No? Yeah, he is. I'm gonna go past him. Alright. We gotta pick up the body. Fuck. No! 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 Alright. Give me a gun. I don't feel entirely comfortable with this. What are you? What? Okay, I had not tried out the gun mechanics before, and that was a little bit on the dodgy side, I have to say. Do we need to... yeah, alright, we need to restart the mission. Alright, I'm gonna try to get to where the point where we were, and this time not get caught. That's one. That's two. Hey, the body.
Verdammt!
And that's three. Alright. Okay, we got... ooh. Doesn't he see the body? Okay, I need to pick up my combat knife real quickly. Just punching him down. Alright, I know I saw another guy over there. Should have... maybe I should take him out. I'm actually gonna just move the body. I think there's no other people walking around over here, so... I've seen this clothing on a lot of people that are in like secret areas, so... I don't know how they don't look like the costume or the uniform of an officer, but that's not the right one. Let's see here. There we go. And we need to do the second one. There we go. So I decided to go for another objective. I'm pretty sure there's nobody in here. Because I think by doing this objective... we can actually... And I really enjoy these lockpick mechanics. Instead of just being annoying, they're actually some sort of mini-game, which I think is pretty cool. I need to move this one first, though. Let's see here. There we go. And then we're gonna move this one. And we're done. We're gonna destroy the tape and we're gonna grab the poison. Hopefully we can actually use the poison in order to kill one of the guys we need to kill. Let's see here. Grab the poison. I know there's one of them. I've seen one of them take a breather to eat some. I would like to grab his clothes, but he's in a little bit too of a guarded area. Let's see if we can go over here. Hey, man. Sorry. I got the sudden urge to just stab out your kidney, and you know, you can't resist those urges. They just come along and you have to act fiercely, and I don't know. Do you ever get that that feeling that you just need to kill every single Nazi in the world? I do, every once in a while. Let's see, we got a couple of people over here. Let's close the door. I think there's actually a guy walking around there, so that might have been stupid. But I'm not entirely sure. It seems like they're acting the exact same way no matter how I dress. Which is a little bit... I'm not supposed to go out there. I'm not a Russian spy. I'm just myself. Alright? There he is. And, is he gonna sit down and eat right now? No. Alright. Now, I am going to save here. Can do another save. Seems like something you have to do every now and again. And I think... I can't pour poison into that. But do I just get discovered while I do it? Okay, I can just stand around there. I might have to wait until he walks away. Then we can poison the wine. Don't worry. Don't mind me, I'm just standing here looking in the corner. Nothing suspicious at all. Okay, that didn't work. So we need to get rid of these guys before we can pour the... That's annoying. But I think we can actually handle that pretty easy. Alright, so the game crashed for some reason. Not really sure why, but... shouldn't matter too much. Might have been because I'm recording this. Could potentially cause some crashes, but... I guess you can just try to keep that in mind. I think actually I have an idea. I have particularly been fond of throwing knives in their faces. It's a pretty nifty mechanic here. Once he gets close enough. In your face! Alright, so now we get rid of him. Oh, his legs! That's good. And now we should potentially be able to kill this guy. We do have that guy, and we do have a guy that... Did you see him? Oh. I'm sorry. Had to be done. I'm gonna pick up that body. Pick up that body. Go pick up the body. Oh, work out. Shouldn't look like it, at least. I'm gonna take that, and hopefully we can use this to our advantage. So there's a lot of like this in the game, but this feels very much, and I have tried a couple of times to just run and gun, which you could do in Hitman 2, specifically. But this game does not seem to favor that kind of playstyle. You died pretty quickly. There we go. Now we can poison the wine. And now we should have killed... Let's see here. This guy. Martin Fischner. And now we need to get Hans. Hans, you will now be dead in a second. Now this one is pretty hard because we actually need to get up there somehow without effing up. Which, okay, I think this is a game where you have to save a lot, which I can't say that I did in Hitman 2 as well. These textures though, they look ancient. But I do find this game enjoyable. When it comes to how the AI works, how they patrol, how the map is designed and so on, I think there is some great quality to be had in that department. And if that holds up or not, I guess that's something for you to judge. Or for us to judge. So, before I jump in here, I'm going to save. And the save goes particularly quick. It's nice. Get me inside of here. Alright. So we look like these guys in here now, but they sort of treat us exactly the same, or even maybe even more suspicious than we were before. But we still need to get up here. And kill the doctor. The doctor. We have something there that looks particularly interesting. I'm not entirely sure where the other guy came from when we killed him before. If he came from upstairs or downstairs. We could potentially kill this guy pretty easily. Which I am going to do. I'm gonna save beforehand. That is, for some reason, very satisfying. So here, I'm gonna take that. And we're gonna use... turn off the generator.
Oh, was ist das?
Was ist das, Dr. Hans? Was ist das? And, why... Shit. I shouldn't have picked up the body. Okay, so they come and look if we do that. Let's do this quickly and grab the knife. Real quick. There we go. And now when this guy comes down, we should be able to kill him pretty quickly as well. Go in your corner. And we could potentially kill the other guys as well. Do you see this knife? I hope you do now, because it's in your face. I'm gonna take the combat knife. Yeah, I'm taking these guys down. Okay, they are gonna get suspicious, but if they just run down... There we go. That's lucky. That is lucky. If I ever had any luck in life, that's the occasion when I had some luck. Alright, let's see if I can get my combat knife up. We have created a massacre. We could potentially... I'm gonna try to do this with... If we can save, I'm gonna try to turn off the generator once more. Can we skip this cutscene? Yeah. Am I damaged? How did I get hurt? Doesn't make too much sense, but alright. As long as we stay alive. So... Hello there, sir. You're more than welcome to go out. Are you? I know I look suspicious. It's because I am. I'm really suspicious. See if these guys want to go down. So, you're gonna stand there, and you're gonna stand there. He's gonna run down. He's gonna grab a pistol. How do I solve this?
Weißt du, der ist tot.
Leave the castle, alright. I don't need my combat knife anymore. Can we kill him? I think we can.
Ist mit dir alles in Ordnung?
No, it's not alright, dude. It's not alright, it's not alright. I want to take your costume, you have a eye patch. Let's see here. I didn't mean to pick up your body. The massacre going on here. Well, if you're more pro assassin than I am, then I think you maybe can do this a little bit more in style. I am key to doctor's room. I did combat knife as well. I'm just gonna see what the doctor has going up in here. Maybe we can actually grab something. Could potentially... Can we not use the safe? That's disappointing. Oh. Wonderful. I do know that the Nazis... They did some particularly nasty experiments. What's this supposed to do? I have no idea. But I'm gonna leave that on. Alright, so now we save again. Since we have so beautifully, successfully done this. You heard nothing? Really? Nothing at all? I'm gonna see if I can... Can I go down the basement here? I have actually not done what... He doesn't suspect me at all now, because I have a high-ranking suit, which is great. They don't question me at all. So, now I need to go down into the sewers again. And... leave with the American. And we should have done mission 1 of Alekhines Gun. Or Alekhine. There is a possibility it is Alekhine. But I'm gonna say Alekhine. I think the pronunciation depends on who you ask. I look like a James Bond villain. That's how it sounds when you're a James Bond villain, if you didn't know already. I know the ladder we used is somewhere over here. Yeah? Climb, thank you. Ooh, that's sexy. They do have some good animations and so on. Let's see here, is this the same cutscene? It looks a little bit different now for some reason.
Are you the American?
No, it's the same. Alright. So now we need to escape the tunnel. The tunnel can be accessed from the dungeon. Use it to extract it with Vincent Rambali. Yo, Vincent. How are we supposed to do this? This looks like a hidden pathway. Doesn't it? Okay, we're somehow supposed to leave the... This doesn't look secure. Oh. Mission completed. We did a lot of noise, a lot of violence, a lot of accuracy, and some professionalism. Rating amateur? What? I think I did that beautifully. What are you talking about? That's not nice.
Command, I'm waiting for an explanation.
Herr Oberführer, I do not have an explanation.
But of course, you don't have an explanation. How it happened that someone killed Heinrich and my staff sergeant while the damn American was still in his cell. I'm sending all of you to the tribunal.
Herr Oberführer, could there be someone else working within the castle?
Really? Someone else working within the castle? At least someone here is working, you useless imbecile. Remove the body. Bring me the brandy.
Nick.
That's how you solve trick situations, with booze. Actually, I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna jump back to the menu, because I only want to showcase the first mission. I am not sure I want to do this game as a YouTube series, so... But this is the first mission of Alekhines Gun. If this is something that looks interesting to you, then maybe pick it up. I do think it has some interesting qualities, and especially if you are a fan of the old Hitman games, then this is something I would recommend you to actually try out. There is some qualities here that are, to say the least, interesting. Alright. Thanks for watching, like and share if you enjoyed, or dislike if you didn't enjoy, and until next time, bye.